The 10 most dangerous diseases in today's society. 1. Ischemic heart disease, or coronary artery disease. The deadliest disease in the world is coronary artery disease, CAD. Also known as ischemic heart disease, CAD occurs when the blood vessels that supply blood to the heart become narrowed. Untreated CAD can lead to chest pain, heart failure, and arrhythmias. 2. Stroke. A stroke occurs when an artery in the brain becomes blocked or leaks. This causes brain cells that are starved of oxygen to begin to die within minutes. During a stroke, you feel suddenly numb and confused or have trouble walking and seeing. If left untreated, a stroke can cause long-term disability. 3. Lower respiratory tract infections. Lower respiratory tract infection is an infection in the airways and lungs. Influenza, or flu, pneumonia, bronchitis, tuberculosis, viruses commonly cause lower respiratory tract infections. 4. Chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Cigarette smoking or passive smoking lung irritants such as chemical fumes. Family history. With AATD gene linked to COPD. History of respiratory tract infections during childhood. Small. There is no cure for COPD, but its progression can be slowed with medication. Ben Ve Duong Ho Hap Kung La Mo Can Ben Pha Bien He Nay. 5. Tracheal, bronchial and lung cancer. Respiratory tract cancers include cancers of the trachea, larynx, bronchi and lungs. The main cause is smoking, inhaling secondhand smoke and toxins from the environment. But household pollution like fuel and mold also contributes. A 2015 study reported that respiratory cancers account for about 4 million deaths annually. In the developing world, researchers predict an 81 to 100% increase in respiratory cancer rates due to pollution and smoking. 6. Diabetes. Diabetes is a group of diseases that affect the production and use of insulin. In type 1 diabetes, the pancreas cannot produce insulin. In type 2 diabetes, the pancreas does not produce enough insulin or the insulin cannot be used effectively. Type 2 diabetes can be caused by a number of factors, including a poor diet, inactivity, and being overweight. 7. Alzheimer's disease and other dementias. Alzheimer's disease is a progressive disease that destroys memory and disrupts normal mental functions. These include typical thinking, reasoning, and behavior. Alzheimer's disease is the most common type of dementia. 60 to 80% of dementia cases are in fact Alzheimer's disease. The disease begins by causing mild memory problems, difficulty recalling information, and memory impairment. 8. Dehydration due to diarrhea. Diarrhea is when you have 3 or more loose stools in a day. If diarrhea lasts more than a few days, your body has lost too much water and salt. This causes dehydration, which can lead to death. Diarrhea is usually caused by an intestinal virus or bacteria that is transmitted through contaminated food or water. 9. Tuberculosis. Tuberculosis, TB, is a lung condition caused by the bacteria Mycobacterium tuberculosis, which is a treatable airborne bacteria, although some strains are resistant to conventional treatments often. Tuberculosis is one of the leading causes of death among people living with HIV. 10. Cirrhosis. Cirrhosis is the result of chronic or long-term scarring and damage to the liver. Damage can be the result of kidney disease, or conditions such as hepatitis and chronic alcoholism. A healthy liver filters harmful substances out of the blood and brings healthy blood into the body.